forget Madam English. Dhaneshwari Mataji, please help me. She is my guru.
Mataji, you cannot stay without that. You cannot stay without that.
Oh, I'm so glad that Dhanya Dhameshwari Mataji is your teacher. So nice. Yes. So the material attachment. Yes, Mataji.
84 lakhs of entities.
Okay. Thank you. So you see, love is okay. Like we can understand that there is closest example of
everyone.
the material world is mother's love for a child. Prabhupada says.
Sujata Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Because mother also expects something back.
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
I have made you co-host if you don't mind.
Okay, Prabhuji.
There is there is a lecture going on in the background. Can you mute that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mother.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat pranams.
Hare Krishna Surya Prakash Prabhuji.
Very nice to see you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Same here. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. Thank you very much for attending the early morning short Bhagavatam class. This class has been conducted by the Radha Govinda Temple, Kulai, Bengaluru. And I invite and welcome you all for and on behalf of His Divine Grace, Sri Ramanishta Das Prabhuji. As always, let us begin with the prayers. Om Agnantimirandasya Gnananjana Slakaya Chakshur Unmalitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Om Shri Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Prajapataka Swami Iti Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Nitai Kpa Pradayine Gaura Pradadhamadaya Nagar Gramaptarine Namo Om Shri Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashyata Deshatari Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yutapadakam Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagan Lalitam Shri Vishakhan Vitansha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataruvasya Upasindhubhya eva cha Patita Nama Pavanebhyo Vansha Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. I request you to follow me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
This is a new sloka now. We'll have some short of difficulties, but we'll go on. Yam pravajantamanupeta krutyam dvaipayano virahakatar ajuhava
यं प्रवचन्त
यं प्रवरचन्त
कृतयं भक्तानो विरहकातर
Shall we
आयुः
go line by line, Prabhuji? New one, na? We are not able to recollect.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
You please excuse us.
Yes, yes. Putreti tanmayataya tarvobhinedu.
पुत्रेति
Putriyatre
तन्मयतया
mayanaina
तरोदरे
tarodari.
Stam sarvabhutaradayam munimanatosmi.
Tam
हृदयं
sarvabhutarhridaya manaso tarodari.
यः स्वानुभावमखिल श्रुति सारमेकम्
यः
स्वानुभावमखिलं श्रुतिसारमेकम्
मध्यात्मदीपमतीतीर्षतातमो अन्धम् संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यम् तं व्याससुनुयाति गुरुमुनीनाम् नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम्
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम्
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये
Devim Saraswati Vyasa Tato Jayamudire.
पूर्णतां स्वकथा कृष्णः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः
Krishna Kirtana
हृदयन्तस्तो यभद्राणि विदुनोति सुरस्तथा
Hridayosto
भद्राणि विदुनोति
Bhagavati Viputam Suhrutam.
नश्च प्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया
Nashtaprayeshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
भागवत सेवया
भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी
Bhavati Uttama Sloke Bhavati Naistiki.
Right. So we'll start with 4th canto, 31st chapter and 23rd sloka. Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Maitre Uvacha Iti Prachetaso Rajanyanyacha Bhagavat Kathaha Sravayitya Brahmalokam Yayau Swayam Bhuvo Munihi. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you. Madhumai Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। मैत्रेय्य उवाच इति प्रचेतसो राजन् अन्याश्च भगवत्कथाः श्रावयित्वा ब्रह्मलोकं ययौ स्वयंभुवो मुनिः। थैंक यू प्रभु जी।
चित्रा मोहिनी देवीदासी जी।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। मैत्रेय उवाच इति प्रचेतसो राजन् अन्यश्च भगवत्कथाः श्रावयित्वा ब्रह्मलोकं ययो स्वयंभुवो मुनिः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण। अंजलि माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। मैत्रेय उवाच इति प्रचेतसो राजन् अन्नाश्च भगवत्कथाः श्रावयित्वा ब्रह्म लोकं ययो स्वयंभुवो मुनिः। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण। श्रीनिवास राव प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। मैत्रेय उवाच इति प्रचेतसो राजन् अन्यश्च भगवत्कथाः श्रावयित्वा ब्रह्मलोकं ययौ स्वयंभुवो मुनिः। हरे कृष्ण।
विजया कुमारी माता जी।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। मैत्रेय उवाच इति ब्रह्मसेदसो राजन्य अन्यश्च भगवत्कथः स्वारयित्या ब्रह्मलोकं ययौ स्वयंभुवो मुनिः। हरे कृष्णा।
थैंक यू माता जी। लीना माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। दंडवत प्रणाम। मैत्रेय उवाच इति प्रचेतसो राजन् अन्यश्च भगवत्कथः श्रावयित्वा ब्रह्मलोकं ययो स्वयंभुवो मुनिः। हरे कृष्ण।
थैंक यू सुजाता माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण
मैत्रेय
माता जी।
उवाच इति प्रचेतसो राजन् अन्याश्च भगवत्कथा श्रावयित्वा ब्रह्मलोकं ययौ स्वयंभुवो मुनिः। थैंक यू प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण। प्रफुल्ला माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। मैत्रेय उवाच इति प्रचेतसो राजन् अन्यश्च भगवत्कथाः श्रावयित्वा ब्रह्मलोकं ययो स्वयंभुवो मुनिः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। थैंक यू प्रभु।
थैंक यू सुब्बाराव प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। दंडवत प्रणाम।
दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी।
मैत्रेय उवाच इति प्रचेतसो राजन् अन्याश्च भगवत्कथाः श्रावयित्वा ब्रह्मलोकं ययौ स्वयंभुवो मुनिः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
थैंक यू मधुसोनी माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। मैत्रेय उवाच इति प्रचेतसो राजन् याश्च भगवत्कथा श्रावयित्वा ब्रह्मलोकं ययो स्वयंभुवो मुनि। थैंक यू प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण।
आयुषी माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। धन्यवाद प्रणाम। मैत्रेय उवाच इति प्रचेतसो राजन् अन्याश्च भागवत्कथा श्रवयित्वा ब्रह्मलोकां ययो स्वयंभुवो मुनि। थैंक यू सो वेरी मच माता जी प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण।
पुष्पम माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। इति प्रसेदसो राजन् अन्यस्य भगवत्कथाः श्रावयित्वा ब्रह्मलोकं ययौ स्वयंभुवो मुनिः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। थैंक यू प्रभु जी।
शांति माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। मैत्रेय उवाच इति प्रचेतसो राजन् अन्याश्च भगवत्कथा श्रावयित्वा ब्रह्मलोकं ययौ स्वयंभुवो मुनिः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna. Revati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Maitreya
Connection.
uvacha iti prajastotarajan ananya shakka bhagavat kataha Shravayatwata brahmalokam yaye swayambhuvo munihi. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone left out? Revati Mataji, can I request you to read the synonyms for us?
Sure, Mata Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Maitreya
Thank you,
said,
Mataji.
by iti das pratidasha, the full screen is not it's missing.
You can't see?
Rajan, yeah,
Is it
the
okay
rest
now?
of the this thing, Rajan, that thus we can see, then Pradesha, then the Prasitas, and then next the Rajan, that the meaning of it, this or the relationship
Rajan
with
is
the Rajan is with
Rajan is
the
O King.
O King, okay, and the relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Brahma Lokam to Brahma Loka, you went went beyond some great sage. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The great sage Maitreya continued, my dear King Vidura, Sri Narada Muni, the son of the Lord Brahma, thus described all these relationships with the Supreme Personality of Godhead to the Prachetas. Afterward, he returned to Brahmaloka. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One has to hear about the Supreme Personality of Godhead from the pure devotee. The Prachetas got this opportunity from the great sage Narada, who told them of the activities of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead and the devotees. The perception that the pure devotees have, realization that they have, and then they tell the form, the name, the pastime, and the qualities of the Lord, they come out directly from the Lord Himself. And that's why all our scriptures give a lot of importance to hearing from pure devotee. When you hear from pure devotee, his pronunciations, his matter of putting stress on certain points and leaving certain points neglected are in such a way that it directly gives you a message which touches your heart and you understand the message 100%. This is one of the written things found in the scripture, and that's why a lot of importance is given to hear from a pure devotee. So whenever you get a chance, you must listen to pure devotee. And that is one of the reasons why Prabhupada Vani is something that we must all listen to all the time. Whenever we have a free time, if we listen to his Vani, then we understand the message very clearly. Since Prabhupada is a realized soul, he is a pure devotee, it would touch us and make our heart much more purer than hearing from any other devotee. Let us go to the next verse. Who would like to recite these words first?
Can I, Prabhuji? Can I?
Go ahead, Subbarao Prabhuji.
Te pitanmukha tam yasho lokamalapaham Hare nishamya tatpadam ध्यायन्तस्तद्गतिं ययुः. हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Madhubayi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी तेऽपि तन्मुखनिर्यातं यशो लोकमलापहम् हरेर्निशम्य तत्पादं ध्यायंस्तद्गतिं ययुः. थैंक यू प्रभुजी.
Thank you, Mataji. Srinivas Rao Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी धन्यवाद नाम से। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। तेऽपि तन्मुखनिर्यातं यशो लोकम् अलापहम् हरेर्निशम्य तत्पादं ध्यायन्तः तद्गतिं ययुः. हरे कृष्ण.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Chitra Mohini Devi Dasi ji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय तेऽपि तन्मुखनिर्यातं यशो लोकमला अपहं हरे निश्यम्य तत्पादं ध्यायन् सद्गतिं युयः. हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी.
Hare Krishna. Leena Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी तेऽपि तन्मुखनिर्यातं यशो लोकमलापहम् हरेर्निशम्य तत्पादं ध्यायन्तस्तद्गतिं ययुः. हरे कृष्ण.
Prafula Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी ते अपि तन्मुखनिर्यातं यशो लोकमलापहम् हरनिशम्य तत्पादं ध्यायन्तस्तद्गतिं ययुः. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु तेऽपि तन्मुखनिर्यातं यशो लोकमलापहं हरेर्निशम्य तत्पादं ध्यायन्त सद्गतिं ययुः. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
Sujata Mataji, did I tell your name? I think I did not. Go ahead, Mataji.
तेऽपि तन्मुखनिर्यातं यशो लोकमलापहम् हरे निशम्य तत्पादं ध्यायन्तस्तद्गतिं याहुः. थैंक यू प्रभुजी. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Madhuswani Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी ते अपि तन्मुखनिर्यातं यशो लोकमलापहम् हरे निशम्य तत्पादं ध्यायन्तः तद्गतिं ययुः. थैंक यू प्रभुजी. हरे कृष्ण.
Srinivas Rao Prabhuji, did you recite this verse?
Yes, yes प्रभु जी.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Ayushi Mataji. Thank you.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी प्रणाम प्रभुजी तेऽपि तन्मुखनिर्यातं यशो लोकमलापहं हरे निशम्य तत्पादं ध्यायन्तास्तद्गतिं ययुः. थैंक यू वेरी मच प्रभुजी.
Anjali Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण तेऽपि तन्मुखनिर्यातं यशो लोकम् अलापहं हरे निशम्य तत्पादं ध्यायन्तस्तद्गतिं ययुः. हरे कृष्ण.
Thank you. Anyone else left out? Revati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Te api tanmukhanityam yasho lokamalabham haro nishpabhya tatpadam jananta astadiya yuhaha.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can I
Hare
read this?
Krishna Prabhuji.
Go ahead, Mataji.
Prabhuji, can you scroll down little?
Down. Some more?
Or little up.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Good enough? Yeah. Yeah.
They synonyms, they the prachitas api also such of Narada, mukha from the mouth, niryatam gone forth, yashaha glorification, loka of the world, mala sins, apaham destroying, harer hareha of Lord Hari, nishamya having heard that of the Lord, padam feet, dhyayantam meditating upon tadgatim unto his abode, Yayuha went. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Translation. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hearing from Narada's mouth the glories of the Lord, which vanquished all the ill fortune of the world, the Prachetas also became attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Meditating on his lotus feet, they advance to the ultimate destination. Purport. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Here it is seen that by hearing the glories of the Lord from a realized devotee, the Prachetas easily attain strong attachment for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then, meditating on the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, at the end of their lives, they advance to the ultimate goal, Vaikuntha. It is sure and certain that anyone who always hears the glories of the Lord and thinks of his lotus feet will reach that supreme destination. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 18.65, Mam Manmanabhava Madbhakto Madhyaji Mai Namaskuru Mam Evashyati Satyam Te Pratijayate Priyosini. Always think of me and become my devotee. Worship me and offer your homage unto me. Thus, you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. The first verse, the last verse we did, told us about hearing from pure devotee and its advantages. And that's why we carry a message home that we will try and listen to Prabhupada's Vani every day whenever the time permits. Here it is said that when you concentrate on the lotus feet of the Lord and remember the Lord all the time, going to Vaikuntha is not difficult at all. And going to Vaikuntha is the highest dream that anyone could dream in the spiritual path. And so, concentrating on the lotus feet of the Lord all the time, remembering Him while doing everything and anything in this world, would certainly let you reach there very quickly. That's basically the message that it takes, and it's been mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita in 18.65. Let us take the third verse as well, and then we go for a further discussion. Who would like to recite this verse? Surekha Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare
Go
Krishna
ahead,
Dandavat
Mataji.
Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Etatte bhihitam kshattar yanma tvam pariprishtvan prachetasam naradasya संवादम हरि कीर्तनम. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you. Subbarao Prabhuji, go ahead.
एतत्ते विहितं क्षत्त यन्मां त्वं परिपृष्टवान् प्रचेतसां नारदस्य संवादं हरिकीर्तनं. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
Thank you. Madhuswani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Etatte abhihitam shattah yanmam tvam pariprishtvan prachetasam naradasya samvadam hari kirtanam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you. Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Etatte vihitam chattah anmantam paripustavan prachetasam nardasya samvadam harikirtanam. We can take 8 letters as understood, Prabhuji. That's why I said chattaha. Chattaha.
Yeah. Sujata Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी एतत्ते अभिहितं श्रद्धर यन्मां त्वां परिपृष्टवान् प्रचेतसां नारदस्य संवादं हरिकीर्तनम् थैंक यू प्रभुजी
Madhubai Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी एतत्ते अभिहितं क्षत्तर्यन्मां त्वं परिपृष्टवान् प्रचेतसां नारदस्य संवादं हरिकीर्तनम्
Srinivas Rao Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय एतत्ते विहितं क्षत्तर यन्मां त्वं परिपृष्टवान् प्रचेतसां नारदस्य संवादं हरिकीर्तनम् हरे कृष्ण
Leena Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी एतत्ते विहितं क्षत्तर यन्मां त्वं परिपृष्टवान् प्रचेतसां नारदस्य संवादं हरिकीर्तनम्
Prafulla Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी एतत्ते अविहितं ख्यत्तर यन्मां त्वं परिपुष्टवान् प्रचेतसां नारदस्य संवादं हरिकीर्तनम् हरे कृष्ण प्रभु थैंक यू प्रभु
Revati Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी एतेतम् अभिहितं शत्वां यन्मां तव पृष्टवान् प्रजेदस्य नारदस्य संवादं हरिकीर्तनम् हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी थैंक यू वेरी मच
Thank you. Anyone left out?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Go ahead,
हरे
Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी भगवते
Go.
वासुदेवाय कैन यू हियर मी प्रभु जी हरे
Yes, Mataji. I
ओम
can
नमो
hear you.
वासुदेवाय एतत्ते हवितं क्षत्रायन्मा त्वा परिपृष्टवान् प्रचेतासां नारदस्य संवादं हरिकीर्तनम् हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी थैंक यू
Thank you, Mataji. Subbarao Prabhuji, can I request you to take the synonyms for us?
माता जी
Prabhuji.
wanted to
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Sorry?
Yes,
अंजलि
Prabhuji.
माता जी
Okay.
अंजलि माता जी
Te unto
Hello.
you abhihitam instructed kshattaha o vidra yet whatever mam unto me tvam you paripristavan inquired prachetasam of the prachetas naradasya of narada samvadam conversation harikirtanam describing the glories of the Lord. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you. Anjali Mataji, would you like to read the translation for us?
Okay, Prabhuji. My dear Vidura, I have told you everything you wanted to know about the conversation between Narada and the Prachetas, the conversation describing the glories of the Lord. I have related this as far as possible. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mataji, you can finish the purport as well.
Sure, Prabhuji. Srimad Bhagavatam describes the glories of the Lord and his devotees. Because the whole subject matter is the glorification of the Lord, naturally the glorification of his devotees automatically follows. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. So this third sloka tells us about the glorification of the Lord and the glorification of the Lord's devotees. So we learn 3 lessons from these short 3 slokas. Number 1 is that we will hear from a pure devotee and hear as much as possible every day, like Prabhupada Vani. Number 2 is always try and concentrate on the lotus feet of the Lord and remember Krishna all the time. And lastly, the Lord and his devotees' glories should always be heard and spoken all the time. These three things are the surest things to reach to the Vaikuntha with the devotional service. And that's why all these three things are very important. I wanted to go through quickly about the rasas that yesterday we were talking about. If there is any question, we'll take after that, if that is all right. There was a small purport yesterday where it describes about the attachment of the devotee to the Lord. And that attachment is popularly known as Rati. So let us go through a small part of it. These are the parts of nectar of devotion, part which we haven't touched in our Bhakti Sastri course beyond chapter 19, but they are very important. And if you, any one of you get any chance, there are many courses going on around, and the nectar of devotion is one of them. And Bhanu Swami has written a complete book on it, so also Prabhupada, but we only learn 19 chapters. The second part is also very important. All four parts are important. I'm reading from part of the second part, and I think that would make some of the things very clear to our attachment to the Lord. Here, the internal potencies of the Lord or internal energy of the Lord is divided into three categories. The first is a Sambit potency. That's basically a cognizance. It's a relationship to Krishna and filling the self. This is also called Rati. We'll come to the definition little later. Ladini potency, or it is called pleasure potency. It actually nourishes the heart. Now, when you take the Sambit and the Ladini potency together, it helps activating the Rati into Rati by the spiritual master and senior devotees. And that is very important. All these two potencies get activated, and that creates what is called Rati. So what is Rati? Rati is a deep and intense attachment with profound and knowing feelings. Rati is blissful itself. Rati gives bliss and ignites bhava. So before you actually reach the stage of bhava, you must ignite a rati or a strong attachment and an intense feeling of attachment with the Lord before the bhava is created in you. Thus, mind is replaced by rati. It means once the rati is created, the mind is no more important because mind is sidelined. When the mind is sidelined, there are many things that comes into effect as soon as the mind is sidelined. Number one, you don't need to control the mind. Mind is the most difficult thing to control, and you don't need to control. So that's a good news. Number two, the mind goes away, then mind takes with it the intelligence and the ego. So these three factors go together: the mind, the intelligence, and the ego. And all these three things, when they are vanquished or removed from a devotee, it creates a further stage of purity. And that is the purpose of Rati. Awakening of Rati is Thaiva, that is permanent relationship to Krishna. Rati directed to Krishna is known as Thai Bhava. We are now describing Bhava after creating Rati, as Rati ultimately leads to a Bhava, a stage of Bhava. Stage of Bhava is just the one step before the stage of Prema. Rati, when produced, it produces rasa, and rasa is much more sweeter. Rati cannot be tasted, rasa can be tasted as sweeter. Rati is a feeling, rasa is a taste. Rati or staiva remains, but impurities disappear. Thai Bhava is permanent relationship of the Lord, love with the Lord. Relationship of love is between beloved and lover. And so, when you have a Sai Bhava, this is purely on the platform of transcendental phase. It has no material attachment at all. And that's why it was written yesterday in the pub that this is not material, but it is spiritual. Now, these Rati and Sai Bhava can lead to various other bhavas. There are about ecstasies, 8 kinds of ecstasies. They are the Sai, Vibhava, Uddipan, Alamban, Anubhav, Satvik Bhav, and Vyabhichari Bhav. They all get mixed with each other and produce mixed rasas. Rati remains, but impurities disappear in Bhava. So Bhava is nothing but, in short, the removal of impurities and in a pure form of Rati. There are various definitions, etc. Conviction and determination takes us to Krishna. Firmly fixed, awakened Rati with either sadhana or kripa. So in short, we need to awaken the Rati, and that can be done by persistent sadhana or by the kripa of the Lord's mercy. The Nectar of Devotion, or Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, was written originally by Rupa Goswami, and that's been translated and with the purport by Srila Prabhupada. And of course, it is further translated and made easier by Manuswami. Manuswami has been the disciple of Srila Prabhupada. We have learned first 19 chapters. We didn't learn thereafter. It is the Rati and the Bhava parts are given mainly in the southern ocean. And each chapter from 20 to 34 goes through each types of ecstasy and ecstasy symptoms, etc. I'll just tell you what are more important. Can go into the depth later on. These Rati for Krishna, called the Sthai Bhava, takes on the pleasurable nature in the hearts of the devotees by the Vibhavas, Anubhavas, Sattvic Bhavas, Vabhichari Bhavas through activities such as hearing and then become bhakti rasa. Rati is Ananda, as I said, it is blissful. So it's basically same thing as it has been written. And then there are ingredients of rasas, the rasas that are being produced from Rati when you enter the bhava. And these ingredients again are described more or less in the same pattern as the bhavas are. And they are vibhava, anubhava, etc. The symptoms of ecstasy is another thing that we must know, and they are either yawning or sita, shepana or dancing, rolling on the ground, singing loudly. You might see a devotee absorbed completely in Lord's Kirtana suddenly start showing this. That means they are entering into a phase of bhava, or what we call ecstasy. Then singing loudly, then stretching the body, crying loudly, yawning, breathing heavily, neglecting the presence of others. They would, as if they are not present. I mean, all of us are not present around. Drooling, laughing like a madman, wheeling of the head, and lastly, belching. So these are the symptoms of the rati or bhava once person enters into the ecstasy. I hope this makes things little more simpler. Yeah, we always say that bhava and prema, but we do not actually know what these two stages are. I told you some part of bhava, wherein you need to have the sadhana bhakti or the mercy, bhakti and the mercy, ultimately to leading to creating a rati or awakening the rati, and then subsequently reaching the stage of bhava. Once anyone reaches the stage of bhava, it is irreversible, and that person ends up with becoming a pure devotee. So falling doesn't occur thereafter. Any questions, any revelations, any additions, any sort of further understanding? Please go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, do you have any soft copy or PDF for original this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu? Because what we have, it doesn't contain shlokas and all, Prabhuji. It's just the meaning content.
Yes, Mataji. I have actually there are 4 volumes available of Bhanu Swami books, and they are the 4 different portions, and each of them are worth reading. They're wonderful. But if you want a PDF form, I have it. If I have your number, I think I'll find out your number. I'll send it
Yes,
over to
sir.
you. Yeah,
Because
it's in a
many
PDF
times
form.
many times I tried Prabhuji with shlokas because during exam, Bhakti Shastra exam and all, we wanted to refer with shloka Prabhuji. So that time
Okay.
I found it little difficult.
Yeah, we have it. I attended one of the course. It was for 2 months. A very nice course, and they gave me this book. So I'll dig it out and send it over to you. They are in the
Prabhu, can you
PDF
please,
form.
Hare Krishna, please post it on the group only, Prabhu, so many people can
Sure,
be
sure,
benefited.
sure.
Yeah.
Most certainly.
And books like Prabhuji, books like what exactly the name and all, like 4 volumes, so we can anytime search it. Prabhuji.
I'll take the photograph and send it over to you. There are 4 volumes. They are small. They are not very big. Worth reading. Each one is so beautiful, and I think you should also attend the course. The course was taken by Pran Govinda Prabhu from Florida, as Mataji was saying yesterday. It's a wonderful course, and it's very difficult to just read and understand. This is my perception. Maybe I'm a little dumb than you people. You people are smarter than me. But I felt that just by reading, it's very difficult to really correlate between the various points that are being described in the book. And it is said that reading this book is the most difficult thing in all the scripture, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. But if you attend any of the course, these devotees are they have reached a very high stage. Prana Govinda Prabhu probably, you feel he is a realized soul, and he explains, and that explanation really touches your heart, and you then understand. But it's worthwhile reading once. The
How
only,
to enroll,
only,
Prabhuji, for that course? Sorry,
sorry,
how to
sorry.
enroll, Prabhuji, any link or something for that course?
If I have something, I'll put it in the group. They time and again announce the courses. If once they announce, and if I find out, I'll put it on the group. The only problem of this is just between you and us neophytes who can discuss like this. So the only issue is that when you are under the realized soul, the lecture of 2 hours go on for 3.5 to 4 hours. So because they are not really bound by time, and they are so much absorbed in teaching that time does not remain a factor. And you know how we materialist neophytes are. It's about 6:30 and my mind keeps telling, come on, come on, come on, come on. Everyone has to go and rush to their day. I'll certainly post over whatever I have. I'll do that in the.
How many days course, Prabhuji?
It was a course of 1.5 or 2 months, Monday to Friday. It's pretty hectic. It's pretty hectic because there are some 49 chapters, 49 or 51, 51 chapters. And we have only done 19 chapters in Bhakti Sastri. And 19 chapters, basically, after you see these, you realize they are most basic that Prabhupada has chosen for us. But this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is a superb book. And I'll post the photographs and other things. They're not pretty expensive. It's a 1,600 rupees or something for the 4 volumes. When I went to Mayapur this time, I purchased from the front store. And all you say is Bhanu Swami's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and they give you. Very nicely done. Worth reading. I'll recommend. I'll post over the PDF form. So if you want to start reading, you can start reading also. They're just like our Srimad Bhagavatam as Prabhupada has done. That's what Manu Swami has done. Each one with a sloka, with the synonyms, with the translation, and then purport. I believe Prabhupada has taken lectures in Vrindavan, sitting at Sanatan Goswami's hut, Puja Kutir. And those lectures are also very nice. I haven't heard, but I'm trying to now dig out and listen to them. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna to all of you.
The first
Yes,
part
Prabhu.
of the Bhakti Rasamrita, of course, we got it in Bhakti Shastri. Second part is for Bhakti Vaibhava, or they left it like that? Bhakti Vaibhava, I don't know. Are you doing that course, Prabhuji? Bhakti Vaibhava.
Yes, yes, I'm doing it, but that is only Srimad Bhagavatam.
Uh-huh.
So
Yes, confined to
Bhakti
Bhagavatam.
Yeah, the second and second, third, and fourth section of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu are not connected to any degree, if I know well. But they are very popular. This book, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, is very popular among senior devotees.
Yes. So many things we learn in first part also, right? Basics, what you said. But see, essence of this thing. Yeah. Quotings are there from the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam and some other Upanishads also. Very nice. So in that case, we all request you that course, if you come to know the date and time,
certainly
we will all enroll and enrich our knowledge through you.
Yes.
And you are one person there to clear our doubts. Very nice.
It's God Almighty.
A great devotee, a great soul, Prabhuji, of you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam to all the
Hare
devotees.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Do you have the important slokas of Bhagavatam?
I have the PowerPoint presentation of the slokas that you are supposed to memorize in Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah, of all the 12 cantos, Prabhuji.
All the 12 cantos.
Oh, but you have it in Hindi, Sanskrit, no?
No, I have it in English. Actually, I wanted to put the English version here because I heard some time back that some of the Tamil people would not be able to read the Hindi. But at the moment I put the Hindi version or the Sanskrit version.
If you could, post it in the group, Prabhuji.
Sure.
If you could post it in the group, that will be helpful for us. Because by God's grace, I will be going to Naimisaranyam next month. This month. So I just wanted to read this important slokas in Naimisaranyam.
Oh, lovely. That
lovely.
You
can post it the numbers also, Prabhuji. Because we have books, set of Bhagavatam set. We can take that way also. It will be very helpful. My suggestion. Please think over.
But
I need
1 minute, Mother. 1 minute, Mother.
I will not be able to carry all the books.
Let Prabhuji talk. Something he is telling, Amma. Hare Krishna.
What I will do is I'll post all the slokas that are supposed to be memorized in all 12 cantos.
In our WhatsApp group.
Yeah, in our WhatsApp group. We'll do that. Most certainly.
So they come out and created.
Only thing is, it might take a couple of days.
No problem.
These days,
I know.
I'm a little busy.
Hare Krishna.
Well, then Hare Krishna to everyone.
Yes, Ratnamala book, na Prabhuji. There is a Ratnamala thing. Yeah.
Ratnamala, there are two things available. I got Ratnamala, the set of 5, which is a small book which you can carry in your pocket.
Okay.
But then again, the words are small for us, but they are readable. I can read it easily, and especially when you are in the sunlight, it's very easy to read. So those are 5 volumes which are available for something like 650 or rupees. And each Ratnamala is available separately also, not in set of 5. But they are larger books and they can easily be read anywhere else. Ratnamalas are good. They are quite nice. This PowerPoint presentation is something which had been given to us by the course director, Pranil Prabhuji. So I'll take his permission, all right, but I'm sure he will not say no. Well, Hare Krishna to everyone, all the devotees.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat pranam, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.